Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's Daniela here. I hope you all are doing amazing. I'm doing great. Well, it's the new year. Happy New Year each and everyone. I'm wishing you a beautiful year full of a lot of goodness, right? And I hope that this year you're setting yourself up for success. Anyways, so this is going to be how to prepare yourself to have a good 2023. I don't believe in having the best year, but I believe in God giving you the grace to be in a new year where you can develop as a human being in all the areas of your life and pretty much be the best you can be. So I hope this year is one of those years where you are kind of leaning toward of growing in different areas, because I feel like as human beings we have a lot to work on, and I feel like each time you reach on one level there is more to work on. So this is going to be like how to prepare yourself to have a good year, a pretty much year full of development and growth, right? The first tip will be declutter your space, declutter your digital space, declutter your life, okay? Declutter the things that you are not needing for this year. Declutter the things that you don't use no more. If you're just leaving things there in order for I will use it one day, you know for a fact that you didn't use it last year, you didn't use it the year before that, but you still have the things that are there to just pretty much sit there and take up space that it shouldn't. So make sure that you go into the space that need to be cleaned up and declutter. So declutter your closet, declutter your digital like photos and stuff that are not needed no more. Declutter your room, everything, like literally your bathroom, everywhere. Just go and declutter. And this is not something that you can do in one go, right? You can just be like, today I'm just gonna declutter everything and everything is going to be perfect. I feel like as you're decluttering and throwing out stuff, you kind of pretty much have to make yourself a plan on how you're going to do that, right? So let's say you're going to start in your room and declutter the papers that you have used that are no longer useful for you, and then the next day you go in the other room, and it's just pretty much something that you just keep doing. Make sure that this year you are setting yourself up for success. Tip number 2 will be clean your space, okay? Clean your space. I don't know why people think that cleaning is such a big deal. It is not. And I feel like cleaning is something that everybody should have the skill to do. Like making sure that you live in a space that is clean and it's clutter free is a good feeling, okay? It just makes you feel better. And also when you're feeling down and your place is cluttered and full of things, it kind of makes it worse. So make sure that you clean your space, make sure you wipe the surfaces down, vacuum, mop, wash them dishes, put them away, clean everything, do your laundry, and make sure that when you're doing that, it kind of pretty much ties in the first thing. When you're doing your cleaning, you kind of find stuff that you don't need anymore and you throw them away or give them away. So pretty much make sure you're maintaining a clean space. Make a schedule on when to clean your space, right? Like for example, I clean my room, let's say once a week. So on Saturday I'll wake up very early in the morning, do laundry, vacuum, make sure that the space is as clean as you can get, okay? So make sure that you have a plan of cleaning your space and maintaining a clean space. When you come from school, when you come from work, instead of throwing stuff down, just put them back where they belong. So make space for those things so that you maintain a clean space, and it makes it easier when you have to do a big cleaning, that you are not pretty much annoyed by the amount of work that you have to do. So make sure you maintain a clean space. It will help you in the long run too. Tip number 3, I want you to take time and sit down and actually make the time and dump the ideas that you have on paper. Write everything that comes up in your head that you need to work on. Like when I tell you dump everything on paper, this is like a scrap paper where you're just gonna write things that you want to work on, things that you want to grow on, or want to learn and stuff. Sit down and make a list. This list will help you in making proper plan, right? Don't just sit down and start writing a list of things that you want to accomplish and all of that. And it is good, but at the end of the day, you have to sit down and think, why do I want to accomplish what I want to accomplish? What is it I need to work on in order to become the person that God has created me to be? So you have to sit down and make a detailed list that could literally brain dump everything there and just make it as detailed as you can. This also helped to not feeling stuck, because I was having a bit of should I make a plan? Should I do this year, or should I just let it flow, right? Because I believe in planning pretty much a lot of things, right? And I feel like when you have a plan, it's even in the Bible, you can't start building something without having a plan on how much material you are going to use, right? You kind of have to make that plan, lay out how many materials do I need for this particular project, so that when you are in, you don't run into, oh, I don't have concrete, oh, I don't have this and that and that. So making sure that you have a clear detail of the things that you want to work on in your personal life, or even in your career or any other area of your life, is helpful on making the plan. So once you already have your list or your detailed things that you want to work on from from every area of your life, depending on what you want to focus on, I want you to make now the plan, right? So after making you wrote down, go back to the things that you wrote down, and now you can make a schedule, you can make a plan of what can I do in order to accomplish these goals or these details things that I wrote down, right? If you want to become an athlete, you're not just gonna sit down and ponder how to become an athlete. You kind of have to see, how many times do I have to work out? How many times do I have to do this? What is supposed to be my meal plan? Do I need to get a personal trainer? Do I need to get involved into sport? Do I need to do this and that and that? So now it's the time for you to make the plan and also schedule it down as fit. Because one thing I know for a fact, that you are not going to accomplish anything by just writing them down. You kind of have to, once you finish planning them, start doing it. And that will be my last tip. Don't just write down for the sake of writing them down, because I'm sure everyone can write a list of to-dos and things on that. But if you actually don't start, there's no point. It defeats the purpose of you making the plan. I want you to literally start working on the list that you wrote. Now, what can I do to be the best version of me, right? You want to become more spiritual. I want to grow my relationship with God. Instead of you just writing that down and sitting and wishing that, I don't know if you were thinking that it's just gonna fall out of space and you'll become directly closer. No, you kind of have to put in the work and start now. Start by opening up your Bible that has been collecting dust, right? Open that Bible and start reading it, and make sure you make a plan of how you want to read your Bible. How do you expect yourself to draw closer to God? So that detailed list is something that will be applied in every area, right? So now you start doing it. Go and do the goals that you're writing down. Don't just say you want to be this, you want to do that, and then you don't do anything. So I want you to set yourself up for success this year, and I hope that you do. I am making my plans. I feel like I'm still writing my detailed plan, because I don't want to write a plan, or I don't want to write a list just for the sake of writing one, right? I want to be purposeful on writing it, and also making sure that the things that I want is not just for the fact that it is portrayed, right? Yes. So I want to make sure that my list is set up in a way that it's serving me in the best way it can, and that has been something that I've been working on. I have a lot of work to do, and I have a lot of growth to do, and I'm sure that each and every one, we all have areas in our lives that we can all grow. So I urge you to make your detailed plan. Ask God, what does He want you to accomplish this year? Make sure that you sit and pray and ask God. If you're feeling stuck like I was, sit down and pray. Like, God, I don't even know where to start. I'm sure God will show you where to start. So I hope that this makes sense. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to comment, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you all on my next one. And have an amazing day. Bye, y'all.